I was tagged in this post about 4 or 5 times. This post in the Am I Overreacting subreddit, and I am enraged for this young lady. So she says, am I overreacting? I don't want to have sex with my husband anymore. She's 26, he's 28. She's a stay-at-home mom. The answer is absolutely not, and you're going to see why. All right, so she says, I don't want to have sex with my husband anymore. Last night was really the straw that broke the camel's back. And I honestly, I'm about to read this to you, but I hope that she deleted this post and then started typing up or like making a plan or something, because this is terrible. For context, we have 2 under 2, and I'm a stay-at-home mom who cooks, cleans, and everything in between. By the end of the day, which is around 7:30 p.m., when I put the babies to bed, I'm physically, emotionally, and mentally exhausted. I don't get out of pajamas all day. I hardly ever run a brush through my hair most days, and am anemic. So taking the unruly toddler and a baby trying to wiggle out of my arms is too much. It becomes a safety issue because the toddler will fully run away in a grocery parking lot while I struggle to carry the baby. All of that to say, I don't get out much at all. I think I'm depressed. My day ends by crying in the shower. My husband typically works Monday through Saturday, but for the past maybe 2 months, he's had a few Sundays taken up. I'm burnt out. I'm struggling to take care of myself in very basic ways, but up until maybe 2 months ago, I still gave regular BJs to my husband. Regular is about 4 times weekly. We haven't had actual intercourse in quite a while. Anyway, I've been considering breast implants because breastfeeding did a serious number on my boobs. And at the very least, I'd like to buy a bra without any hassle in sizing. My husband is very much on board, but he only ever talks about how great it's going to be and how big he wants them without considering the serious risk to my health or the realistic size I want them. Meanwhile, I've spent hours of research and thorough deliberation during this process. I take my health seriously, and this is a major procedure. Last night was one of those conversations. He explained how excited he was for them. And I did too, but I went into depth about how much it'll cost and what the risks were to my health. I said that although they'd be nice to have, women have complained about having breast implant illness, and that if I end up with breast implant illness, I would want them removed ASAP. He blanked me and said, you'll just have to tough it out. What? I rolled my eyes because that's effing stupid. He then said he can't wait to play with them, but I rolled my eyes again and gave him a hug. He then proceeded to say, I always roll my eyes whenever he makes sexual overtures. He then turns this into a, I don't give him enough enthusiastic BJs anymore chat. This is the part where the record scratches. Let me tell you, people of Reddit, I have given my husband 30-minute BJs before, during, and after each of my pregnancies. This man never goes down on me. I can count on my hand how often he's given oral to me in a year. We don't even have penetrative sex anymore. I struggle to take care of myself and my 2 babies with little support Monday through Saturday, and the majority of Sundays too. Guess who organizes dates and dinners? Me. Guess who had to ask him to buy me flowers for Valentine's this year when he showed up empty-handed? Me. He said, I thought you wouldn't want any. But wait, because it actually gets worse. I tried explaining that even if I wasn't initially excited about giving a BJ, I've never given him one begrudgingly. And that if I'm not enthusiastic anymore is because I'm tired and depressed. The day in and out, the monotony of being a stay-at-home mom and changing diapers all day, telling him that if I'm struggling to take care of myself, is not going to transfer over to him, feeling like I'm not myself anymore and struggling every day. I don't think you realize how hard other people have it. Y'all. What? I don't think I need to explain how invalidating this was. I guess I was expecting him to be emotionally supportive or something, to tell me, I understand how hard it can be, to give me a hug or something. I just feel numb. This is exactly who he is. No empathy, nothing. It's all about how he feels about something, about how I fit into his life. I thought maybe he'd be upset that I'm in distress. No, he's distressed. He's not getting his hour-long BJs because womp womp. I'm depressed. My marriage is a joke. So yeah, I don't want to F that guy anymore. Sure as hell should not putting my mouth on him for the foreseeable future. Also, I'm canceling the consultation for getting implants. If he struggles with basic empathy for his depressed wife, I can't imagine what an effing nightmare he'd be if I had great tits that he couldn't touch because I'm depressed. The amount of guilt tripping and pouting I'd get from him, which would for sure be the end of our marriage. Anyway, let me know if I'm overreacting. There's so many things that are wrong in this story, and I'm totally sure that you could have been commenting along and tapping along as I was reading this. But the whole 30-minute BJs and no reciprocation, that got me. All of the she's just so tired that she can't even brush her hair, and she's anemic, taking care of 2 kids. She's 26 years old, and this is her life. This is one of the reasons why I do not believe a young lady should be giving her life to mommyhood and being a wife. 20-somethings should not be living like this. This is nightmare fuel. This lady's life sounds like nightmare fuel. She's depressed. She's not herself. She's being sucked dry. I don't know if she's still breastfeeding or if she's stopped that, but she's being sucked dry mentally, physically, emotionally, and she's a stay-at-home mom, so she does not get any breaks. This is a terrible existence, and I do not think that women should be giving their lives to people like this that can't even have any basic modicum of empathy to take on some of that in some kind of way. He does not have the money to have this type of lifestyle because he needs to be getting, if he can't do anything around the house, he needs to be providing her with some help, some kind of somebody that's going to come in and help her while he's away working. He needs to have someone there helping her clean or helping her hold a baby so she can take a nap. This is the reason why the birth rate needs to plummet to hell. These people do not deserve families. They don't deserve babies. They don't deserve to have a spouse in the house. They don't deserve anything. These people are literally the worst PR for marriage. Let's look at a few of these comments. I said to her, I don't understand these sexually selfish men. I talk a lot about wives being a wife appliance, incubator, and bang maid, but that's literally all you are to him. This is deplorable, hun. I hope y'all don't have daughters. Having them grow up to see a woman run ragged and just be a wife appliance would be horrid. This post was literally only up for 8 hours. She's already snatched it down. I believe that she saw how all horrified we all were. Educational Toe says, wow, just wow. First of all, I think I state the obvious when I say you probably have postpartum depression. You need to take care of that first and foremost. PDD is just as serious as any type of depression. This isn't meant to scare you, but untreated PDD is not only dangerous for you, but for your babies too. Second of all, now is not the time to get breast implants. Breast implants are not going to fix your relationship, and they sure are not going to fix your depression. Third of all, if you have family or friends, ask for help. The worst thing you can do right now is to isolate yourself. It's okay to need help. It doesn't mean you're a bad mom or a bad wife. And fourth of all, I have no clue where to start with your idiot husband. I'll let people better equipped to deal with that give you advice. It's like on a plane. If the oxygen mask drop, you have to take care of yourself first in order to have any chance of taking care of others. And here's the OP said, I even told him in a serious conversation about how I'm not sure about getting implants right away because it won't fix my issues. He doesn't care. I'm having a friend come over tomorrow. I'm also going to check with my GP and see what options I have for meds. I've never taken any medication in my life, so I'm hesitant, but I understand the importance of PDD and how bad it can get. I don't want my kids suffering because I'm suffering. So hopefully she saw those 700 comments and she took it to heart, and now she's getting some help. I don't know. Y'all go ahead and chime in. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, and share.